So we are live now on YouTube. Today's topic is going to be for those individuals that are looking for opportunities to practice their conversational English and do it effortlessly. Okay? If this appeals to you, then welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Priscilla. I am the CEO and founder of Speak Excellent English, and I want to invite you to become a member of the Speak Excellent English Facebook group. Follow me on Instagram. Also, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I want to invite you to do so. Additionally, for the remainder of January 2020, you are invited to the daily conversational English challenge. I'm going to post the link below, and I hope that you'll be able to register. If you have questions, you can post those to me, and I will make sure that you have everything that you need to attend and get the lessons that you so richly deserve. All right, so I know that I have at least one person watching today. I'm not exactly sure if you can type in the chat box, but if you can, type in the chat box. Tell me some things that you're interested in learning, and I'll do my very best to see if we can accomplish that today. And for some reason, I'm not able to click the button to say go. There. If someone would be so kind to try and type something in the chat box for me to let me know that you actually are able to see what I have posted. I'd love to know if you can see what I have posted. And I can't, I'm clicking the send button, but it doesn't appear that the send button is going. I'm going to hop over to the Facebook group now and post the same. I'll be inviting the newest members in the Speak Excellent English group. So just bear with me for just a moment. And this is my way of introducing myself to everyone as well. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to approve everyone that wants to join now. I'm going to try and go live in the Facebook group. Okay. I am live in Facebook. That's Dr. Priscilla that is live. How about that? Okay. Let's see. Dr. Priscilla is live in Facebook group and in YouTube. She's live in Facebook and in YouTube. And a few other things. Now I'm going to go live video. For those of you who are watching me in Facebook and YouTube, here is yet another introduction. Going live now. Hello, Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm at this very moment recording both in YouTube and Facebook, primarily talking with the camera in YouTube. So if you post something, it may take me a minute to get back to you because I'm going back and forth to see what everyone is doing as an interaction with me. I'm really happy to be with you today. Today's topic is TOEFL, IELTS, and Effortless English. So if you have something that you'd like to post, please do so. I want to ask you to be sure to look at the pinned comment above. By doing so, I want to encourage you to become a subscriber to the YouTube channel Become an active participant in the Facebook group by typing. This is great for interaction and for the ongoing daily live classes that are absolutely free. Please register for those. All right. So if someone in the Facebook group could just give me some indication that you can hear me clearly, my voice is clear, and the visual presentation is easily to be seen. Let me see what type of response I can get. I'm going back over now to the YouTube channel, and I'll be right back. But you should be able to hear me. Okay? Please let me know if you can see. Please let me know if the audio and video is working properly. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Okay, so that has posted, and I want to pin this to the top. Pin the comment. Okay, so the comment is pinned for my Facebook group. Let's see what I have for my YouTubers. So for my YouTubers, please let me know if there's anything that you want specifically to know about the TOEFL or the IELTS English Proficiency Exam. Now, I will tell you, the biggest question and the biggest concern that I have for those individuals preparing for the IELTS exam is that if you really need a coaching session, if you really need help, and you're planning to take the English Proficiency Exam within the next 10 days, if you are not already proficient, I'm not so sure that you're going to find what you need working with anyone online because of the type of test that you're getting ready to participate in. Now, if you just need someone to go over some things that you have already learned, that's perfect. You only need maybe 1, 2, perhaps even 3 days to do a review. But if you are in the process of learning how to perfect the strategies for the English Proficiency Exam, you will need more than a week. I promise you. And this is why they have programs like the British exam or the BBC something or the Cambridge testing centers. Those are institutions that are designed to help and promote your English fluency. What I do as a coach is take you from where you are as an individual and build on your strengths to make sure that you have exactly what you need when you sit with the examiner. Now, there are some things that you would get by attending a Cambridge institution or any of those online institutions that cost between, I don't know, $300, $400, and maybe upwards of that. They will provide you with what you need, but they're going to give you other things that are not necessarily required, but they will build that foundation. What I will do is take you from where you are at this very moment when you start to interact with me and build on your skill. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to you, just give me a few comments in the chat box. Let me know that my voice is coming through clear, you're understanding me clearly. What I want for you is absolute success. And let me tell you how all of this started with me. Those of you who have been with me for maybe quite some time, for a year or more, you may know my story, but I love telling my story. I love telling the story of how it was when I was a much younger person, not necessarily learning English, but it was learning a skill, learning the skill of how to be self-confident and believing in the possibilities that if something was going to take place and happen, it was totally up to me. I am responsible for how I feel, the actions that I take to accomplish a goal. Now, if you really are interested in becoming fluent, confident in your abilities to speak English fluently, it is your responsibility to take the necessary steps to get the guidance that you will need to become proficient. I am just one of the many people online that can actually help you. I would love for all of you to choose me. Can I service everyone on the internet, in the universe, that is preparing for an English proficiency exam? Absolutely not. But I can assure you that there are a lot of places and individuals that are superbly qualified to help you with any English proficiency exam. What is important to me is that we develop a relationship and an interaction. And I do that by hosting classes that are going to provide you value, whether you purchase classes from me or not, or select me as your coach. I have received raving reviews about the way that I teach and coach students. And I believe that should you choose to attend the free conversational English sessions that I hold, you too will find that you will be able to learn a great deal in a short period of time. All that is required is a commitment. You will get lots of information, but the information that you receive, if you do not act on that information, hello, if you do not act on that information, nothing will be gained from your end. So I want to encourage you, whenever you have an opportunity to attend a live free conversational English session, especially with me, that you take advantage of it. And oftentimes, if you register for the class, you will have access to the recording. Why am I willing to do this? I'm willing to do this because I care. Someone took enough time to help me get to where I am, and I really appreciate all of the active participants on the Facebook group. I really value all of my subscribers on the YouTube channel, and I want you to be able to benefit from what I'm receiving by just having you as a member. Okay? Now, no one has posted one question for me. For this reason, I'm not exactly sure where I should start. I want to say thank you so much, Shrilik, for being here today. I want to ask you to let me know if my voice is clear. I do have a little bit of hoarseness because it's cold and it's winter. I live on the East Coast of the United States. My home state is North Carolina. So tell me, where are you calling in from today? Where are you from? If you would be so kind to tell me where you're from. Sandeep, how are you today? And thank you so much for joining this live session. It's really good to have you here. I appreciate and value your comments and your thoughts. So Shirley, what country are you calling in from today? Where are you? What country do you live in? And Dr. Sandeep, could you tell me, where do you live as well? Where do you live as well, Dr. Sandeep? Let me know where you live. And also, if either one of you can just let me know if my voice is clear. Let me know if my voice is clear. Type the word clear if you can hear me. Now, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, which is what my design was, I wanted to talk about the TOEFL or the IELTS exam. So very quickly, I'm going to tell you something about either one of those exams. When the examiner is asking you a question, When the examiner is asking you a question about describing something, describe a time that you went to your favorite restaurant. The key word there is describe. The key word is describe. Write describe in the chat box for me. Write the word describe in the chat box for me. Describe. That's DESCRIBE. It's very important that you recognize what the expectation is when the examiner is speaking to you. Or if you are reading, be sure that you understand what you are supposed to do. The word describe itself is an adjective. Describe is an adjective. What is expected is that you have the ability to describe something. So, okay, thanks so much for the thumbs up. That means for me that you are able to hear me. I'd like for someone to type the word describe in the chat box. If you are listening and you're understanding, when the examiner asks you to describe something, the very first thought I want you to have in your mind is that you must tell about this something. Describe means to talk about it in a few details. If you're speaking in part 2, you only have 2 minutes to complete your thought, your concept, and your idea, so you won't have that much time to do a description. But in your analysis of the prompt that is given, if you're asked to describe a time you went to your favorite restaurant, you want to talk about, as my example, a time that I went to my favorite restaurant was on a Saturday afternoon in the month of January at around midday, 2:30, between 2:30 and 3. The restaurant is located on the main boulevard in my home state. The restaurant has a full course meal, and my first choice for meals is to take the daily special. And on that particular day, which was a Monday, it was chicken and dumplings. So you see, I have described something. I've talked about the street, the state, what they serve, and what I had on that special day. So be sure that you are aware of what you're talking about when you're trying to describe something. You could very well be asked to describe a book you recently read. If you were asked to describe a book you recently read, you could talk about the title of the book, the number of pages within the book, the author of the book. Then you tell the examiner, how did you feel about reading the book? How did this book make you feel? Did it make you feel happy? Did it make you feel sad? Did you even learn anything from the book? If it was your favorite book, I would think that you did learn something. And if you did, just talk about what did you learn. Maybe it was a book on conversational English, and you learn how to use modal verbs. That would be great to share with the examiner. You can tell the examiner who gave you the book. The book was given to me by my mom. Why did your mother give you the book? My mother gave me the book because she knew I wanted to perfect my English. And because I did get the book, I read the book, I now can speak and use modal verbs very easily. That is describing a book that you recently received or describing a favorite book. Learning how to use the cues on the card or the sheet that would be given you in part 2 of the IELTS becomes easier when you understand what you are expected to do. So that is my one tip for today, and I wanted to just spend a few minutes with you. For those of you who joined me today in Facebook, I want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. For those of you who joined me on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. In the chat box, I have posted the link to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I posted the link to join the Facebook group. And finally, I have posted the link for the free classes throughout the month of January 2020. If you're interested in participating, developing your effortless English, or if you're interested in developing the ability to speak English effortlessly, please join the link. You will find that as I speak, I'm speaking to you as if you are right here, sitting right here beside me. And I welcome the opportunity to do that for each day of the month of January 2020. Finally, for those of you that would love to become a member of the Speak Excellent English Academy, where you actually get to interact with me daily, I want to invite you to join me there. And it is for those serious contenders of wanting to speak English effortlessly. And for the introductory price, it is only $5 for the for those of you who are new to Speak Excellent English. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have questions about anything that I've said or done, feel free to contact me, direct message me, and I will respond. I'm Dr. Priscilla. I'm the CEO and founder of Speak Excellent English. Bye for now. I am leaving Facebook first. Bye, Facebook.